Are you looking for the perfect read aloud book to share the meaning of the 4th of July with your kids? Well, today I wanted to share some of our favorites and some new books that we just found that I'm going to be using with my kids this year. My name is Sarah and I blog over at homeschoolingforhim.com. And I also have a reading curriculum called Reading Better Together, where I help kids learn how to read and make reading fun. This video is part of a collaboration with Melissa over at the M Word, and we're all sharing videos about Independence Day. So make sure that you check out the playlist that's in the description of this video for all of the videos about Independence Day and watch through those. And then also definitely check out Melissa's channel over at the M Word as well. Okay, so I wanted to start with a recommendation that I'm going to be sharing with my younger daughter this year. She's 4. And the book that we found is called 4th of July Mice. This book was written by Bethany Roberts. And this is just a really cute book that introduces some of the ideas of the 4th of July and also some of the ways that we celebrate the holiday using this cute little family of mice. I love this book because it's short. It's got just a little bit of text on each page and the text rhymes. So this is a great introduction to poetry as well for younger kids. And it shows some of the activities that families might be doing during the 4th of July. So this is definitely going to spark some conversations with my daughter about some of the different activities that she sees us doing that the Mouse family is also doing as well. I just love the really cute illustrations that they have in this book, and I'm really excited to share this one with her. Another book that I'm going to be reading with my kids this week is this one. It's called Independence Day, and this book is part of the Holidays and Celebrations series. This is one that we found at our library, and I would highly recommend going to the library and just checking to see what books they have about different holidays. We normally try to go a few weeks before the holiday because that gives us time to read the books before we celebrate, and it will help my kids have a little bit better understanding when the holiday actually gets there. We just went and looked up Independence Day in the card catalog. It turns out that its call number is 394.26. And then we went to the shelf and we found several different books about Independence Day that we're going to be reading as a part of our learning this summer. This particular one, Independence Day, was written by Ann Heinrichs. And I like this one because it has short chapters in it that tell about different events that happen in history. So it goes through the history of our nation's founding and talks about some major events. I also like that it includes just different parts in the book that I'm going to talk about with my kids. So like there's these featured quotes over here off to the side. There are chapter headings that tell the names of the different chapters. And we're going to definitely be talking about those things with my son, who's a little bit older. We're going to be talking about the different parts of a book as we read this one. So we'll point out things like the page numbers or the title page in the front. And that's just an important information for kids to have as well. Another thing that I like about this book is that in the back it gives some additional information. So there's a whole page of did you know, just different facts about Independence Day that we'll definitely be exploring. My son loves trivia, and so I know that that's going to be interesting for him. And then there are activity ideas and suggestions in the back about things that you can do to celebrate. So there are some recipes. This one's for a patriotic fruit salad. And then there are also some ideas of activities. And then there's a glossary and an index in the back that we'll definitely talk about too. So this book, Independence Day, is great both for helping kids learn about the different parts of a book, as well as finding some activity ideas to go along with Independence Day and introducing the history of the holiday in a way that's really kid-friendly and easy to understand. This is one that I just found that I'm really excited to share with my son, and this is The True Book, The Constitution of the United States from Scholastic. I'm really excited about this one because last year we had a chance to take a family trip to Philadelphia. And so we got a chance to see the actual room where the Constitutional Convention took place. And we were able to talk about that a little bit with my kids. But I know that they both still remember that trip. And so we're going to go back in this book and we're going to look at this again from that perspective of, do you remember that trip that we took? Let's learn a little bit more about what happened. I think that trip is going to be a great tie-in for them to really get excited about learning and to be able to learn more. This is a great book for my son who is a little bit older, more independent reader. It's got more text on the pages and it's got lots of interesting facts about how the Constitution came to be historically, and then also some information about how the Constitution is organized. And so I think this will be a great way for him to deepen his understanding. This is one that I'm probably going to read just with him during some one-on-one time that we have together. And then I wanted to share two more. This one is Celebrate Independence Day, and this is a National Geographic book. It's part of the Holidays Around the World series, and this is another one that we were able to find at our library, but it's also available on Amazon. And this one I liked because it has lots of information about the history of the United States, but also information about the holiday Independence Day and the things that we do to celebrate and why we do those things. And of course, because it's a National Geographic book, there are lots of beautiful photographs in this book. And so I know that my kids are going to be really excited to see those. They are always really interested in books that have photographs and just being able to see those. And then finally, I wanted to share one last book that my son is particularly excited about. This is from the Magic Treehouse series, and it is number 22 in the series, Revolutionary War on Wednesday. And my son loves the Magic Treehouse books, and he really enjoys reading these independently on his own. And I like them because a lot of them have some sort of historical or educational basis. And so he actually is learning lots of really interesting facts as he's reading the books. And so this particular one talks about the history of the Revolutionary War and the time right around when the United States was founded. And so I think it's going to be the perfect complement to our studies about Independence Day to have him read this on his own. So I'm excited about this one and just wanted to share that as well in case you have older kids. So hopefully this was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and share in the comments what your favorite book is to read with your kids during this summer or for Independence Day. And also please hit subscribe so that you're notified whenever a new video is released.